Decisions to make for Thomas Frank, more on those Romero rumours, and could a Liverpool star be on his way to Tottenham? The rumours just keep growing. Here are your daily Tottenham news headlines. Hello, my name's Craig and here are your daily Tottenham news headlines. Let's get into it. Football.London have written an article titled "The 9 Big Tottenham Contract Decisions Thomas Frank Must Help Make This Summer." It says new Tottenham head coach Thomas Frank faces key decisions on 9 players whose contracts are nearing expiry or require reassessment. His input will shape whether these players are kept, extended, loaned or moved on, with a Champions League campaign offering added motivation to stay. It goes on to say the players with contract decisions to be made. Number 1 is Heung-min Son. Contract was extended into final year. Frank's role will be crucial in convincing Son to stay or outlining a reduced role as he nears 33, should Son, of course, decide to stay at the club. Number 2 is Mikey Moore. Highly rated 17-year-old offered a new deal. Frank will influence whether he stays, is loaned or used due to academy status and squad rules. Rodrigo Bentancur. 12 months left on his current deal. Frank appears to value him and Spurs plan a renewal. Number 4, Cristian Romero. 2 years left, attracting interest from La Liga. A big offer may tempt Spurs, though a new deal isn't ruled out. Number 5, Yves Bissouma. Also has 12 months remaining. Inconsistent form makes his future uncertain, but Frank could be key to a turnaround. Number 6, Ben Davies. Under contract till 2026. Veteran could leave if a good offer comes in, though Frank might find him a tactical use for him. Number 7 is Richarlison. 2 years left on his deal. Spurs open to offers due to injury record, but he will try to impress ahead of the 2026 World Cup. Number 8, Josh Keeley, 22-year-old goalkeeper, strong loan at Orient last season, likely to get pre-season audition before contract talks or another loan. And number 9, Dane Scarlett. 2 years left on his deal, competing with Will Lancashire for a squad spot due to homegrown quota, needs to impress Frank to earn extension. It goes on to say that overall, Frank must quickly assess the squad and play a pivotal role in shaping Tottenham's medium-term future, especially with Champions League demands and several players approaching key junctures in their careers. There's more from Alistair Gold here at Football.London, who states reports that Atletico have agreed a fee for Cristian Romero are not true, and Kawasaki Frontale have confirmed that Kōta Takai will be leaving the team on July the 5th to begin the process of joining an overseas club. Understand Thomas Frank wants to keep Romero at Spurs this coming season. And Give Me Sport report that Tottenham Hotspur are reportedly one of several Premier League clubs that have approached Liverpool over Harvey Elliott's availability. Elliott has 2 years left on his contract, but Liverpool will listen to offers of over 40 million for the 25-cap England under-21 international. Tottenham are keeping tabs, but could face hefty competition for the versatile midfielder. Fulham, Newcastle, Everton, Brighton, Crystal Palace, Leeds, Brentford and West Ham are also Premier League clubs in the mix. RB Leipzig wants to bring him to the Bundesliga, and Klopp, who works as head of their global soccer, could push for his former player. Well, here's my thoughts on all those stories. Firstly, this article from Alistair Gold, Football.London, about the 9 big contract decisions that Thomas Frank must help make this summer. I agree with all these players. There are players that decisions need to be made on. A few in there for me that would raise question marks if they were let go, but the ones really all on that list, the ones that we've spoken about in the past, like Yves Bissouma, inconsistent, played well in the final, I have to say. So I don't know. What do you make of Yves Bissouma? Would you want to see Yves Bissouma go? I think he has been a bit inconsistent for me, but again, performed brilliantly in the final. Son, of course, we know all about Son, and 1 year left on his contract, club captain. Is it time for Sonny to move on? We've covered this on a lot of videos, and discussions will be made after the tour, the pre-season tour, one would imagine. Bentancur, 12 months left on his contract. From what we understand, Bentancur is going to be offered a new deal, and that's in the works. I would be keen to keep Bentancur around for me. Cristian Romero, I think Cristian Romero is a player we need to keep hold of, and I'll cover him off in a minute. Who else was there? Josh Keeley, Ben Davies. Let's cover Ben Davies at the moment. I think Ben Davies is a decent squad player and a good player to have around. People will moan and say Ben Davies is not good enough. I think he's good around the squad, and I think the work he does to help the youngsters come through is invaluable, to be honest with you. Richarlison, I think for me, if we could get a fee for Richarlison, again, a player that performed really well in that final, but it's just the inconsistency in the injury record for me. If an offer came in for Richarlison, I'd personally take it. Josh Keeley, I've always rated Josh Keeley. I think he's a fantastic goalkeeper. Obviously have a look at him, but we've got a fair glut of goalkeepers at the club at the moment, to be honest with you. So I wouldn't be surprised if he went on a loan again. I think that's probably best for him, but perhaps at a championship level club. Dane Scarlett, he's never quite got the opportunity, as you say. I'll be interested in seeing Dane Scarlett in pre-season. That would be really good to see him get some game time, and I'm sure Thomas Frank wants to have a look at him. I think that's Mikey Moore was the other one, wasn't he? Yes, Mikey Moore, great player, absolutely great player. Love Mikey Moore. I want to see him get some game time. Apparently he's bulked up a bit in the off season, so that'd be good for him. Obviously, still only a young player. I would say, do Spurs want to keep him around at the club because of the homegrown quota? I would say yes. Obviously, performed well and scored in the Europa League for us last season. I think Mikey obviously had the illness as well, which delayed his progression a bit, didn't it? But I'd like to see Mikey Moore get a bit of game time. But get down in the comments, let me know your thoughts on all those players. How do you feel? Do you think they should be offered a chance? And which ones would you move on? Because football is quite subjective. Alistair Gold, again, has shut down these Cristian Romero rumours to Atletico. He's saying it's not true. It is funny how these rumours start. It does make you wonder whether somebody's making up these stories in their bedroom, and then it just circulates around the internet. Look, there's certain journalists. We all know the journalists that you trust with stories and whether they're true. We all know Football.London double source everything. So, and Michael Bridges come out and said the same. So these rumours are not true about Cristian Romero, certainly at the moment, and let's hope forever. But as been reported, Cristian Romero could yet sign a new deal, and Thomas Frank wants to keep him at Spurs. And I, for one, want to see him at Spurs next season. And the report from Give Me Sport, reporting about Harvey Elliott again. I would love to see Harvey Elliott at Spurs. I think he'd be a great player. I would imagine £40 million, like the article says. Could we get Harvey Elliott for £40 million? I'd imagine Spurs will want to lower that a bit. No, now Tottenham work. But I think Elliott could be really good for Tottenham, and I would not be against seeing Harvey Elliott come through the door. But the list of clubs I reeled off, Newcastle, Everton, Palace, Leeds, Brentford, West Ham, they're all in the mix. And of course, Klopp will want to take his former player back to Germany. So there's a lot of people in the mix there for this talented young player. So how do you feel about Harvey Elliott? Get down in the comments, let me know. Would you like to see him at Tottenham? Anyway, that's it for me today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Get down in the comments, let me know what your thoughts are on Spurs at the moment in the transfer market, or anything else you want to talk about. Come on, you Spurs.